Vikram Vedha is a 2022 Indian Hindi-language neo-noir action thriller film written-directed by Pushkar Gayathri, based on their 2017 Tamil film of the same name and also inspired by the Indian folktale Baital Pachisi. The film is jointly produced by Enit Studios, Geo Studios, Theme Studios, T-Series Films, Friday Film Works, and Reliance Entertainment. It stars Saif Ali Khan and Hrithik Roshan in title roles with Radhika Apte, Rohit Saraf, and Yogita Behani in supporting roles. It tells the story of an honest police officer who sets out to track down and kill a dreaded gangster. Production began in October 2021 and was wrapped up in June 2022. The film was theatrically released worldwide on September 30, 2022 and was praised for cast performances and action sequences. Plot: Vikram is an honest inspector, who has a black and white sense of good and evil. Vedha is a dreaded gangster who understands the nuance in between. Vikram's best friend Simon leads an encounter unit formed to eliminate Vedha. In one encounter, the squad kills some of Vedha's henchmen, framing an unarmed criminal killed by Vikram to avoid further inquiry. As the unit plans another encounter, Vedha enters the police station and voluntarily surrenders. When Vikram interrogates Vedha, he offers to narrate a story to him. The first act relates about Vedha becoming a drug smuggler, who warns his younger brother Vansh, nicknamed Puli due to his mathematical skills, to stay away from crime, but Puli is forced by a rival gangster Ravi to carry drugs. When Puli and his friend Chandra are caught by the police, Puli confesses and Ravi is arrested. On his boss Sanggu's orders, Ravi assaults Puli, leaving a permanent scar on his hand. Vedha asks Vikram if he should kill Ravi or Sanggu. Vikram replies that Sanggu was the real culprit, to which Vedha implies that he killed Sanggu. Vedha's lawyer, who turns out to be Vikram's wife Priya, intervenes and bails him out. Vikram realizes that the unarmed criminal framed by them for avoiding inquiry was actually Puli, based on the mark in his hand. Worried that Vedha might try to kill Simon, Vikram rushes to save Simon, but finds him and Chandra shot dead. SP Surinder dismisses it as a botched encounter. Priya refuses to divulge Vedha's whereabouts to Vikram. Enraged by this, Vikram raids Vedha's tenements and manages to capture him. Vedha requests Vikram to listen to another story. The second story relates with Puli, now grown up, offering to launder Vedha's income by investing it in shares. Vedha's boss Cheetah invests 5 crore in this venture. However, Chandra is supposedly kidnapped and the money is missing. Chandra returns and reveals that she stole the money to start a new life, but came back because she loves Puli. Vedha returns the money to Cheetah, who orders him to kill Chandra. Vedha asks Vikram if he should respect Cheetah and carry out the order or disobey him and support Puli and Chandra, thus inciting a gang war. Vikram replies that he should support Puli, to which Vedha agrees. Realizing Puli's innocence causes Vikram to stumble momentarily, Vedha attacks and subdues him, telling him to investigate Simon and Puli's deaths. Vikram begins his investigation with Simon's informant Katai, who led them to Puli's hideout, but finds that Katai has been killed. Vikram and his unit tries to find the killer, where he takes a moment to recollect and finds one of the members of the Kerala quotation gang from Vedha's story. Vikram apprehends and fights him only for the gang member to almost kill Vikram before getting shot and killed by his unit member Santhanam. Vikram searches his room, but finds a cigar and learns that the cigarette is filled with marijuana instead of tobacco. Vikram deduces that Ravi is behind the encounter and informs Vedha at his restaurant, who brings Ravi to an abandoned factory. Vikram arrives and meets Vedha, who tells the third and final act to Vikram. Vedha had sent Puli and Chandra to Mumbai. He noticed that only his men, except cheetahs, are being targeted and eliminated by the cops. On Ravi's confession, Vedha tells that Simon was bribed by Ravi to kill his men. Vedha asks Vikram if Simon was right, since he became corrupt to pay for his son's medical procedure. Vedha kills Ravi, leaving Vikram frustrated on finding out who had killed Simon. Surinder and the unit arrive, where he castigates Vikram for letting Vedha escape again. Vikram slowly realizes that the entire unit had also been bribed by Ravi. Surinder reveals that Ravi paid them to kill Vedha and Chandra's abduction was intended to get Puli out of Mumbai, which would lure Vedha out of hiding. However, a guilt-ridden Simon had gone to save Chandra, but the unit had killed them both. As the unit prepares to kill Vikram, Vedha reappears and saves him. A gunfight ensues, and Vikram disables all his colleagues with Vedha's help, but kills Surinder. Vikram asks Vedha if he should let him go for saving his life or kill him since he is a criminal, where a standoff ensues between them. Cast: the cops, none. The gangsters, none. The families, none. Production, development. After the release of VA, the husband and wife director duo Pushkar and Gayathri took a break from filmmaking. They decided to explore other genres during this time, as their earlier films, Ormpo and VA, were comedies. The duo planned to make their next project, which would be titled Vikram Vedha, with a more serious tone where emotions like anger, hatred, and pain drove the characters' motives. This led to their decision to develop characters whose actions are not entirely good or evil. The duo initially considered setting the film either in politics, business, or journalism before finally deciding on a police gangster background. The Indian folktale Baital Pachisi inspired the development of the story. The ghost-like being Vatala, who posed morally ambiguous questions to King Vikramaditya, each of which could result in more than one answer, attracted them. The film's title and its characterization of Vikram and Vedha were also derived from the tale. In a January 2015 interview with journalist and film critic Satish Kamath of The Hindu, S. Sashikanth, the owner of production house Enid Studios, confirmed that he would produce the project. Pushkar and Gayathri continued to develop the script throughout 2015, completing it in April 2016. Dilip Subarayan and P.S. Vinod were selected to be the stunt choreographer and cinematographer respectively. Richard Kevin also worked as an assistant director in addition to handling the film's editing. Manikandan was selected to write the dialogues after initially auditioning for and then playing the role of Santhanam. Casting: we were sure that Vedha would be perfect for Vijay Sethupathi. The way we had imagined Vedha, the way Vijay talks, the way he even draws analogy or shares anecdotes is very similar to Vedha. We, in fact, noticed this only after we had narrated the script. Vikram was more suited for Madhavan because he had to play Vikram, who is kind of straightforward. Madhi was perfect to play something like that. Vedha, on the other hand, does everything in a roundabout manner. Pushkar and Gayathri met R. Madhavan while working on the post-production phase of Sudhakangara's Iradai Sutru. It was confirmed in February 2016 that Madhavan and Vijay Sethupathi would play the respective roles of an encounter specialist and a gangster. They agreed to do the project as both were intrigued by the idea of a film based on the Baital Pachisi tale. In addition to growing a beard for his role, Madhavan did not work out to lose weight. Instead, he followed a strict diet, including not eating anything after 6 p.m. and keeping a gap of 5.5 hours after each meal. Sethupathi sported a salt and pepper beard for the role of Vedha. Kathir was cast in the role of Vedha's brother Puli because Pushkar and Gayathri were impressed by his performance in Kairumi. In October 2016, Shraddha Srinath was cast as Vikram's wife after her performance in U-Turn made an impression on Pushkar and Gayathri. This was then officially finalized after her screen test. The same month, John Vijay was signed to play a gangster but later opted out due to scheduling conflicts with the Malayalam film Comrade in America. Filming. Vikram Vedha was made on a budget of 110 million. Principal photography began on November 16, 2016 in Kazimadu, North Chennai, with Varalaxmi Sarath Kumar joining the team as the second female lead. The first schedule consisted of filming scenes featuring Sthupathi, Kathir, and Varalaxmi for 5 days. The second schedule commenced on November 28, 2016 with additional scenes involving Sthupathi shot at Vyasarpati. On December 15, 2016, Madhavan began shooting for his solo sequences and the portions where he appears alongside Sthupathi in the middle of the second schedule. The climax sequence was filmed over 4 days at Binny Mills. Production continued throughout December 2016, with Sthupathi finishing his work in early January 2017. Principal photography concluded later that month after sequences featuring Madhavan and Srinath were shot. The entire film was completed over a period of 53 days. Opening sequence. Sandhya Prabhat and Gemma Jose designed the opening animation sequence which Nasser narrated. In an interview with S. Nagarajan of the New Indian Express, Prabhat said that Pushkar and Gayathri wanted her to adapt the theme of for the opening credits. After drafting the initial sketches of the animated characters, the duo then gave Prabhat a scene-by-scene picturization of their perspective of the tale in addition to requesting she make the entire sequence look aesthetic. Prabhat and Jose designed the sequence to synchronize with the track Karupu Valai. According to Jose, the coloring for the sequence was mainly grey, black, and white and shades of red for Vatela's eyes, in keeping with the film's theme. Pushkar and Gayathri wanted Prabhat and Jose to use a desaturated palette with strong and powerful tones. The sequence was traditionally animated as Prabhat and Jose believed that complex graphics and multi-layered effects would distract the audience from understanding the film's main plot. The entire animation sequence, from storyboarding to animation, took 1.5 months to complete. Themes and influences. As the film is inspired from Baital Pachisi, it consists of an animation sequence involving Vikramaditya and Vatela, on which the main characters Vikram and Vedha are formed. Gopi Prasanna, the title designer of the film, shared the film's poster title in Tamil on Instagram, where the letter in Vikram is stylized to resemble Vikramaditya's sword, and in Vedha is stylized to resemble Vatela's tail. Music. Sam C.S. composed the film's soundtrack and score and wrote the lyrics for the track Pogatha Yen Navito, while Mohan Rajan, Muthamil, and Vinch Shivan provided the lyrics for the songs Yanji, Tazaku and Karupu Valai respectively. Sam had worked previously for Pushkar and Gayathri on television commercials. They decided to recruit him after being impressed with his work on Poriyatha Puthir. The audio rights are with Think Music. Before the release of the album on June 19, 2017, the tracks Tazaku and Yanji were released as singles on June 5, 2017 and June 12, 2017 respectively. Sharanya CR from the Times of India noted in her review that Sam brings out the essence of the film's plot with Karupu Valai, and used the term stylish, yet flawless to describe Anuruddha's and Shakthasri Gopalan's rendition of Yanji. She felt Pogatha Yen Navito was an impressive composition and appreciated the very peppy beats in Tazaku, adding that it can be reserved for parties. Sharanya concluded her review by stating that the composer hits the high note with Vikram Vedha, writing further that the film's narrative is sure to up the experience through music with the instrumental tracks. Marketing. The official Twitter handle of the film was launched on December 30, 2016. The film's official title poster was released on February 2, 2017. The official first look poster of the film was released on February 24, 2017. The teaser trailer was released on March 13, 2017, which features action sequences between Madhavan and Vijay Sethupathi. The teaser trailer crossed 10 million views within 24 hours of its release. The official trailer was released by actors Shah Rukh Khan and Sivakarthikeyan through YouTube on June 22, 2017. Release. Theatrical. Vikram Vedha was initially given an A certificate by the Central Board of Film Certification due to the amount of violence present. The producers, however, successfully approached the censor board again to get a U/A certificate so it would have more appeal to family audiences. The film was scheduled to release on July 7, 2017, but was postponed due to the strike by the Tamil Film Producers Council over the implementation of the Goods and Services Tax in India and the removal of the local body tax imposed by the government of Tamil Nadu on the council. After the state government reached an agreement with the Producers Council to set up a committee to look into the issue, screening of films at theatres resumed on July 6. Vikram Vedha, along with hip-hop Tamazaz Misaya Muraku, was subsequently released worldwide on July 21, 2017. R. Ravindran under his Trident Arts banner distributed the film in Tamil Nadu and released it to 350 screens across the state. Atmos Entertainment handled distribution in the United States. Home media. The film is available for streaming on ZEE5. Reception. Box office. Vikram Vedha grossed 170 million worldwide in the first weekend of its theatrical run, earning 100 million in Tamil Nadu alone. By the end of its second weekend, the total box office collections for the film in Tamil Nadu were 250 million. Within 2 weeks of its release, the film earned 400 million worldwide, becoming, at the time of its release, the second highest grossing Tamil film of the year after Bahubali 2. The conclusion. The film also performed well in the United States, earning more than $150,000 in its first 3 days. It collected $366,000 by the end of the first week. Vikram Vedha completed a theatrical run of 100 days on October 28. As of December 2017, the film has earned 600 million globally. The content of the film and its commercial success helped revive the box office prospects of the Tamil film industry, leading to many theatre owners and distributors like Abhirami Ramanathan, owner of Abhirami Megamall, and K. Meenakshi Sundaram, vice president of Maya Jail, stating that people would come to watch films with good content irrespective of the goods and services tax. Critical response. Vikram Vedha opened to positive critical reviews with praise for all major aspects of the production. Writing for the Indian Express, Manoj Kumar R called it the best film to release in Tamil this year. He felt that though both Madhavan and Sethupathi have competed with each other in providing performances that were intense and convincing, it was Sethupathi who manages to draw the applause and whistles from the audience for his natural performance. Karthik Kumar of the Hindustan Times labelled Madhavan's performance good and believed Sethupathi played Vedha with unmatchable swag, adding he was unarguably the best thing to have happened to the film. Srivatsan of India Today compared the interactions and mind games between Vikram and Vedha favourably to those of Batman and the Joker in The Dark Knight. He termed the film a smartly written thriller, which has a texture, well-developed character arcs and filmmaking gimmickry. M. Shuganth, in his review for the Times of India, found Madhavan to be stylish and serious and Sethupathi as all swag. Anupama Subramaniam of the Deccan Chronicle said that Sethupathi oozes of charisma and Madhavan gave a wholehearted effort while making the audience relate to the character's emotions. Raj Gopinathan from Malayalam Manorama thought the film a work of sheer brilliance with the perfect blend of style and substance. Gopinathan also believed that Srinath, Varalaxmi, and Paradi offer a realistic portrayal of their characters. In his review for First Post, Peter Pillai described the film as a triumph of smart writing, superb characterization, and terrific performances by the lead actors Madhavan and Vijay Thupatha who make it crackle. He also commended Varalaxmi's performance as Chandra, saying that she lends the film some warmth despite being cast in an insignificant role. Film critic and journalist Bharadwaj Ranjan noted in his review for Film Companion that Thupatha was fantastic and spoke crowd-pleasing lines in the most casual fashion. He also found Chandra the most convincingly written character. A reviewer from SIFI pointed out that Madhavan's subtle and Thupatha inimitable performances were the real strength of the film, adding that Srinath was brilliant and Varalaxmi appeared audacious and innocent throughout. The Quince Vikram Venkateswaran called Madhavan's performance flawless, adding that the actor simply eats up the screen with his presence. He however criticized Thupatha, opining that he has played himself for far too long, saying there is so much more to him than just the fact that he's as relatable as a friendly neighborhood smart aleck. Shuganth noted that all the conversations between the characters, and even the opening sequence, were carefully assembled puzzle pieces. However, he criticized the convoluted plot structure and the lack of gravitas, which made the film seem tiresome and laid back. Vishal Menon of The Hindu wrote the film was a terrific exploration of good, evil, and everything in between, but felt the second half took the shape of an investigative thriller which slowed down the film's pace. Karthik commended Pushkar and Gayathri's writing, which succeeds in piquing the intellect of audiences like no recent Tamil film. The SIFI reviewer praised the director's handling of human emotions, calling the characters' grey shades a novel aspect. Furthermore, Priyanka Thirumurthy of the News Minute wrote that the director's intelligent screenplay takes you through a roller coaster of twists and turns. Likewise, Sudhir Srinivasan, writing for the New Indian Express, praised Pushkar and Gayathri's beautifully written, incredibly well-made contemporary adaptation of the Baital Pachisi. Mithili Ramachandran, in her review for Gulf News, believed the powerful writing of Pushkar and Gayathri's screenplay, the well-defined characters and flawless performances from the entire cast, were the film's main highlights. Several critics found Vinod's past experiences in shooting gangster films such as Thyagarajan Kumararaja's Aranyakondam a contributing factor towards the success of Vikram Vedha. Pillai and the SIFI reviewer found Vinod's cinematography and camera angles helped create the appropriate tension and mood and perfectly capture the environment of North Chennai. Ranjan compared the cinematography positively to the light and shadow play seen in film noir, concluding that there isn't one uninteresting frame and the film can be watched for the filming techniques alone. Accolades. At the 65th Filmfare Awards South, Vikram Vedha received nominations in 7 categories, including Best Film and Best Supporting Actress, winning 4. Madhavan and Thupatha received nominations in the Best Actor category, with the latter winning the award. Madhavan in turn won the Critics' Award. The other awards it received were for Best Director and Best Male Playback Singer. The film won 4 of its 15 nominations at the 10th Vijay Awards, including Best Director and Best Screenplay Writer, Best Actor, and Best Background Score. The film also won 4 Norway Tamil Film Festival Awards, 3 Ananda Vikatan Cinema Awards, 2 Tekavs Awards and an Edison Award.